And I would just say, if you are coming into 2023 and you want to like fully take your power in your own creativity, in your life, in your career, truly ask yourself, what am I giving my power away to? Hello there, my name is Zoe Joy and welcome to the Multi-Passionate Diaries. In this series, we talk about the multi-passionate lifestyle and what that means for us and how we can pave our own way in life. Happy 2023! This is the first episode of the new year. Went through a very interesting experience at the end of 2022 that really changed my perspective on a lot of things. In this video, I really want to talk about personal power and agency, because I feel like a lot of times in life we can lose that, and especially in our own creative journeys and as we're chasing our dream. At the end of 2022, I had a very big disappointment, and I think my life was going in a direction where I wasn't really satisfied with my current situation. I was looking for a change. I needed a change, and it looked like this change I needed was about to manifest. But at the very last second, it completely fell through. I was already in a weird, funky space, and I needed a win. I needed that finally moment. But I'm actually really grateful, because that was the catalyst for me saying, stop, pause. I need to really check in with myself. I had to really realize that in so many spaces in my life, I'd given away my power and I'd given away my agency. 2022 was amazing, but upon like entering into another year, I realized how sad, depressed, anxious, burnt out, just not myself I was. And I really had to take stock of what was going on with me. When I tell you I did so much in 2022, I put out like 5 courses, I put out videos, teaching, I was performing, I was in a whole music video, I put out a whole book. 2022 was wild. There's so much output, and not a lot of input. And as someone that is a multi-passionate and someone that is, you know, prides himself on being a creative, it was very devastating to see that all of my output wasn't coming from a real place of like inspiration or creativity anymore, and it was just completely just burning me out because I wasn't coming from a place of my own personal power or agency. That's when I really knew, like, okay, wow, I really need to pull back and reevaluate what creativity means to me outside of production and producing and content and putting things out there. And when it comes to my own personal power, I had to realize I was giving my power away to so many different things. I was giving my power away to other people's perspective. I was giving my power away to social media. And I'm coming into 2023 rediscovering what it means to create from a place of power and healing in my own creativity. Everything in me, specifically in 2022, it felt so performative, and I felt like I was running on absolute fumes because it didn't feel like I was creating from my heart anymore. It felt like I was creating out of a space of survival, fear. Creativity should come from a place of love, and I lost that coming out of 2022. On New Year's Eve, I decided that I wanted to get off of Instagram. As someone that is a creator and has gotten opportunities through Instagram, it was a big thing for me because I just felt Instagram pulling at me in a very performative and draining way. And I really felt like I needed to get off of it, so I deactivated it at 12 a.m. New Year's Day, and it was cool. And I've been off ever since. I might go back on, we'll see, but oh my gosh, it's so freeing not being on Instagram, to be honest with you. And I entered into this like rest period. I took a trip to Portland last year, and it was a really beautiful trip. It was really eye-opening, and I got to visit Powell City of Books, and I found this really amazing book that I didn't realize would be such a catalyst for learning. It is called Buoyant, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Becoming Wildly Successful, Creative, and Free. I could have never imagined how much this book would meet me in my life. When I bought it, I thought it looked cute. I thought it was aesthetically pleasing, and I was like, I want it. It's cute. Let's get it. And I wanted to read you a quick little passage. And underneath our desired state of freedom lies one central concept: agency. Merriam-Webster defines agency as the capacity, condition, or state of acting or of exerting power, power to bring your true self forward, power to experience the ecstasy of being fully present and aware, power to positively influence and impact yourself and others, owning and reclaiming your power for good. I want to read another passage. And finally, I discovered a hidden danger. If we cannot trust ourselves in times of uncertainty, we can fall prey to external pressures from others. We can lose our internal guidance system and strong stance of knowing and advocating for what it is we want to happen. We can cave to outside influences and demands that push us further away from who we truly are and the successes and freedoms we seek. That was literally where I was at the end of 2022. I had all these people in my ear telling me what to do, telling me what not to do. I honestly just had to get quiet with myself to know what I wanted and what I wanted to build going forward, and to reestablish my own relationship with creativity. And in this book, I'm really learning that creativity can look like anything. It can look like cooking, a beautiful meal for yourself. It could look like, writing about your day. It can look like so many different things. And I think that when you are a creator, especially on the internet, your creativity can become very performative, especially as someone that actually performs. I started to really lose myself in my own creativity. And I really had to pull back in a lot of ways creatively and know how to create again for myself. With the ways that I've been able to share my creativity on this channel or through social media, I've been so incredibly blessed. I've had people send me emails or write me messages telling me that I've inspired them to just do whatever they want or try new things or just not put a limit on themselves. And I'm so grateful for those messages because it reminds me what's important. But I lost myself through outer validation. When you're not creating from a place of agency and power, it's not going to hold as much weight, and you're going to find that you burn out often. As someone that's dealt with depression for years, I really felt like I lost my power in a sense, and it felt like the things that I was able to do and my passions were able to bring that power back to me. But that's not what it was actually doing. It was actually further depleting me because I was coming from a place of being performative instead of truly creative. And I want to get back to creativity being about creativity. And I want to encourage everyone out there to always create from power, whatever that means to you. That might sound like a very abstract concept, but create from your own personal power. Create because you love it, and create because that's what we're on this earth to do. It's one of the best things we do. I'm currently in a space of just creating for the fun of it again and getting inspired again, and oh my goodness, this book is helping me so much. And I will definitely talk more about this baby because I think everyone, if you're watching this series, I really suggest that you read this book. It's amazing. But yeah, I don't have any resolutions for this year really. I think the best thing I can ask for myself and what I hope for all of you out there is that we get back to creating from the heart. We get back to creating for ourselves. We get back to creating for the fun of it. With social media and the internet, creating can feel like this machine instead of this authentic, revitalizing, beautiful experience. I know that that's how it started feeling for me. And for hooping and skating and making videos and writing to feel performative and to feel empty, that's when I know I need to pull back and I need to reevaluate things, because I love hooping and I love skating and I love creating. Those things are a part of me, and I want to rediscover my power in that. When I get my inspiration back, I'm coming for you, host. I'm just kidding. And I would just say, if you are coming into 2023 and you want to like fully take your power in your own creativity, in your life, in your career, truly ask yourself, what am I giving my power away to? Am I giving my power away to social media? Am I giving my power away to boys, girls? Am I giving my power away to what people think of me? Am I giving my power away to my parents or my siblings or my friends? Am I truly living in my own authenticity? If I close my eyes and get quiet within myself, do I know what I want? Do I know what I want to create? Am I creating from my heart? My hope for this series in 2023 is that it really encourages and inspires people to not put themselves in a box and to truly, you know, find understanding within their own creativity and to be able to create wildly and freely, because I feel like that's what we're put on this earth to do. I truly believe that we all need each other. I truly believe that we're all interconnected. Just as you might be watching this video and feeling encouraged to discover your own personal power in your own creativity, or just as you've watched a video I've put out in the past that maybe encouraged you to roller skate or hula hoop, I was that same person 6 years ago that saw a girl hula hooping and was so inspired, and that completely changed the trajectory of my life. This source of inspiration, it just never dies. It just keeps, you know, recreating itself, and we get to motivate and inspire each other. You know, even when we don't think that we're doing something big in the world, like one might say like, oh, you just hula hoop, it's not that big of a deal. But it is. It is, because I've found so much joy and peace and safety in hooping. I've had people write me and email me saying that hula hooping has helped them in their own mental health journeys, or to make hard life decisions, or to make a change in their lives. So even a hula hoop can be powerful, some roller skates can be powerful, and what we put out into the world and our message is powerful. When that message is broken inside of us, that's when it's time to pull back and heal. I genuinely believe that everyone has power inside of them, and the world needs that. I would really encourage everyone to cultivate that within themselves and share it with the world. That sounds so corny, but it's true. Honestly, it's true. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.